Hi, YouTube. Today I'm going to talk about whether or not you are settling in your relationship. Like most couples, when you started your relationship, you probably felt so excited when you thought about your partner. Maybe you often thought about your future together and it just put such a smile on your face. And now some time has gone by and you have been interacting on a deeper level, and you're finding yourself often wondering, am I settling for this person? First, I want to mention if you are married and this question is coming up for you, please see a therapist before making any kind of decisions regarding your marriage, because there are other factors that can affect your emotional state that could have nothing to do with your partner. As you know, life can present us with many challenges that can make you feel like it's your marriage, but that isn't always necessarily the case. So please don't rush into anything and speak to a professional. Also, please stick around to the end for a free relationship quiz that you can download right away. So let's look at the big things to be mindful of. Here are 11 ways that you can look within and see if you are in fact settling for your relationship. Number one, your self-esteem. If you have low self-esteem, chances are that you are more likely to settle for someone who is not good for you because you can't see your full worth or your full potential. So I would suggest here doing a quick check-in by looking at your non-negotiables. Now, we all have non-negotiables. And are you purposely overlooking these in your partner? Number two, do you have a history of choosing incompatible partners in the past? Maybe you are very attracted to those bad boys, even though it never works out. In the same respect, maybe you love a wild, spontaneous woman, and even though you are more conservative at heart and you already know it's never going to work out. Number three, are you in love or are you just afraid of being alone? Again, I will go back and check in and look at your non negotiables, because obviously, if you're ignoring these, then most likely it's loneliness or fear of the unknown that is driving this. Number four, is there an ulterior motive? Many times, family, friends, or society in general puts pressure on us to get married or to have children. So, if you're at a certain age, sometimes this might sway you into settling for someone that you would normally not choose. Consciously or subconsciously, you might be making this decision with an ulterior motive, like feeling the need to have a child because you're in your 40s, for instance. Make sure this is not the case for you. Number five, and this is a big one, core values. If your core values are not the same or compatible in any way, this is a big sign that you are settling. Maybe you are a person who is very courageous and charges after your dreams, and your partner likes to always play it safe. Now, this could be a plus or a minus depending on your situation. For example, if you know that you're a very spontaneous, carefree person all the time and have gotten into some predicaments as a result, for example, debt, things like that, your partner might help you with adding more balance. On the other hand, if you like to be adventurous and travel the world and see things, and your partner is more of a homebody, then this is a big sign that you're settling and it will not work in the long run. Number six, are they a fixer-upper? Meaning, are you always trying to change them or fix them in some way? Are you always thinking if they were more like this or like that? And are these significant things or silly things that you can let go of? For example, if they don't have the body type that you're attracted to, like a six pack, and you're always comparing them to others in your mind, or you find yourself constantly telling them to go to the gym, first of all, stop it. Maybe they are just the way they are and don't need to get hard rock abs. And you being on top of them about this and harassing them about this will only cause major resentment. So maybe just realize that this is a really big deal for you and this is not your right partner, right? Or maybe they're not very ambitious or can't seem to hold a steady job as long as you've known them. Well, then most likely this is how they are and will probably remain this way. So this is something that will always bother you because you're the opposite, you're ambitious and career driven. And this is a big sign that you're settling. Number seven, Do you find yourself always justifying their words or actions to others? For example, are you always saying things like, oh, they were drunk at that event, that's why they flirt with your cousin, but that never ever happens? Or maybe they got loud and combative with your friends at a dinner and you say, oh, that's because they were having a bad day. Or maybe they insulted or criticized you at a family barbecue and you tell your family that it's because they were tired and cranky from work. Now, of course, you know, some of these things could happen for any of the above reasons, and maybe they may be excusable once, depending on the circumstances. But if it's becoming a regular thing, then you are simply making excuses or trying to justify toxic or unhealthy behavior and definitely settling for the wrong partner. Number 8. Do you find that instead of feeling excited about seeing them, you have a constant feeling of uncertainty or uncomfortableness instead of looking forward to being with them? Now it's more out of a sense of obligation because you feel like you have invested all this time and energy. And in your mind, you don't want to feel like you wasted months or years of your life, right? If this is the case, please do both of you a favor and move on because this is definitely a big tell that you are not with the right partner. Number 9, are you not able to be yourself, especially with things that you love about yourself? Or do you hide certain aspects of yourself because you fear ridicule? For example, you're an advocate for animal rights or compassionate about helping others, but you keep it to yourself, or worse, you no longer participate because they make you feel like you're wasting your time, or they show a clear lack of compassion for others. Then, yeah, this is not your partner and you are totally settling. Number 10, do you avoid expressing issues or concerns for fear of getting into an argument with them? Maybe they immediately get defensive or argumentative. Now, we all know that communication is key to a relationship. So if you can't express how you feel or you have anxiety about going to them to have a constructive conversation about something, then you're settling for the wrong partner. And orderly to have a healthy relationship, we should always be able to communicate. And last but not least, number 11, do your friends and family approve of your partner or are they always warning you about them? I'm not saying that you should do whatever they say, but they know you and love you. So their opinion is usually a good indicator as to whether or not you need to reevaluate this relationship or at least take a closer look. So to summarize, if you're wondering if you're settling or not, tune into your intuition. What is it telling you? Also, I suggest you take a step back, examine your life, go back to your original goals and dreams and see, are they aligned or at least compatible with them? Are the goals, travel, kids situation, any of these the same or compatible? Or did you lose yourself somewhere along the way? Are you someone that is ignoring red flags because you don't have a high opinion of yourself? Remember that settling for someone you know is not good enough for you will not only be detrimental to your future, but it can drain you emotionally and eventually it will kill your spirit. And obviously, the most dreadful part is that it will keep you from finding someone who is truly worthy of you. If you know already that loneliness is a factor for being with the wrong partner, then please learn to overcome your fear of loneliness and know that being alone and happy is so much better than being in a toxic relationship or with the wrong partner. Thank you for watching. I really hope this has helped you. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload new videos. Thank you again, and I will see you next week.